this unlearning, as I would describe it, of all these processes and all these terms which became so used. We are so used to that everything goes well. That there are all these conditions. That's all there. And if there is, like now in this crisis, suddenly the situation, there is just this huge general pause, then there is also a space where you can start from zero, from a position where all the masks are, falling down, and where you suddenly can ask, if I would start from a zero position, how would I start? And in relation to a global term like a Silk Road, this opportunity to ask as many people as possible, not only, as I said, not only in Europe or along the Silk Road, but in China or in North America, South America, how they would create conditions for a concert, for an orchestra, for a rehearsal, for the relationship between the musicians, between the orchestra and the audience. And this is I can say that I know the answer, but I find it more interesting that I don't know the answer. I can say that I already became something, but I find more interesting that I'm still very, very far from becoming anything. Because this position of zero, of before the Silk Road, of before any concert, before any orchestra, for me gave the chance to reflect on this question of what is an orchestra? Well, actually, where does an orchestra start? Why is an orchestra only limited to a local background? So we said, okay, let's take the term Silk Road Symphony Orchestra and then invent and create the background for this term, the background for this orchestra. Not I am, but what is? And asking the audience, because there was no Silk Road Symphony Orchestra before in this form, and it's a Berlin-based project. We are in Europe, and it's just great to play with prejudgment. You say the Silk Road Symphony Orchestra, and still many people think, okay, this is something with the Silk Road. So I think, why not to allow this thought, to allow this delicate question that we can, and thanks to the internet, thanks to digital media, we could invent the background of this idea together with as many people as possible. And this is happening, and this is, of course, changing my relationship, and changed my relationship to many aspects of my work as a conductor, because it's a totally new dimension of responsibility, actually, for what you are listening, and and what we are listening. It's not just the position of being an artist going out on stage and you produce your interpretation, but there is a new what for. There is a different request for meaning. And I am very grateful that I can, or I hope, that my work and our ideas will contribute to this deep request in people I sense. They are not satisfied with superficial or reproductive approaches.